Good afternoon, everyone. It is Thursday, July 22nd in 2021. It is a beautiful, humid day here in Wisconsin, and I'm happy to be here with everybody. My name is Kym Cassel, not spelt the same, but sounds the same. So what we're going to cover today, my intention for you guys today is to use your memories for good instead of evil. My intention for you guys today is to see the how and the how to get over it. That's good news. Most of 99.9% of my life, people told me to get over it. No one ever told me how. That's like people saying, you should really go to California, and never tell you the directions to get there, right? We haven't had this information, but now we do. So what I've learned is that the personal development world, as well-meaning as it's always been, isn't all that effective. You can go years in therapy and never really gain any momentum. I have good news for you today, and I'm betting you want to hear it. You are not broken. Nothing about you is broken. It is your structure. Success in anything, everyone, is not personal. It's structural. If you want proof of that, look at Donald Trump. He is one of the most despised men on the planet, but that has not stopped him from getting everything he's ever wanted. He is walking, living proof that structure is not, that success is not personal, it's structural. Okay. Oprah Winfrey. I know this has been used before, but the trauma that woman has been through and the success she has had, they're about to, I just saw on the TV, they're about to have a 2,000 something many shows that she's achieved. She's achieved greatness. She's one of the most wealthy women in the world. You can't tell me that the trauma she's been through isn't every excuse in the world that she could have failed profusely. But she didn't, because she knew that success is not personal, it's structural. She dreamt it, she took action, she did it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your butt and say that I'm going to help you manifest everything today by meditating and wishing it into fruition, because that's a lie. What I can tell you is you can have everything you want just as you are with this program, with the Magnetic Mind program that I am teaching, that I am coaching, that I have been personally certified in teaching and coaching, is revolutionary. It's a 5-step program. You are going to decide what you want. You choose it, your choice, whatever it is you love. We get you into that emotion of having it. We help you realize what is going on right now, creating that creative tension. We do a superconscious recode or other processes to remove resistance, all that stuff that pops up that says you can't have it, you can't do it, you're not good enough. We remove that with the recode so that you can take step number 5, which is action, the correct action to get towards, to manifest, to get the things that you want to have. Who doesn't want that? Let me ask, who does want that? Start filling up the chat, everybody. Who wants that? You've heard me say Superconscious Recode. And you're probably thinking, Superconscious? What in the super? I'm not a super. What I want to tell you is, you know that we have a conscious brain, the conscious brain that I'm talking to you with, the conscious brain that we figure stuff out with, we think with, we work out problem solving, that sort of things with it. We have an unconscious or a subconscious brain, which is where we keep all of our autopilot stuff, where we learn how to drive a car. It reminds us how to live, not to walk out in traffic. It feels things, okay? The superconscious is one level above that. The superconscious is the field of your field of information. It is the field. Your superconscious is your you that was you before you were you. It gave instruction to your cells in how to get together and form you. Okay? That is what the superconscious is. Some people call it the higher self. Other people have other names for it, but for all intents and purposes, we're calling it the superconscious. That is where I do my work, and that is where this program works. It works much faster than in the unconscious, where the personal development has worked all these years. And you can, like I say, you can work years and nothing happens. The superconscious, where the instructions are and can give new instructions, works instantly. So let's take a moment here. Is everybody on board? Is everybody getting this? Everybody understanding this? Any questions? Cool. So lately in the field, my superconscious field, and in my life, I've noticed that I've been feeling very collectively meh. Don't feel like going out and having fun with my friends. Don't feel like taking a shower. Don't feel like cooking dinner for myself. Meh. And collectively, I'm hearing other people, some of my clients are reporting the same kinds of feelings. And caffeine's not working, and going to the gym's not working. Like nothing you normally do to get up is working. So what I've noticed is that you can have a dream and you wake up in a crappy mood. Or you just wake up in a crappy mood. Somebody says something you don't like, your kids are naughty, your husband didn't kiss you goodbye, whatever it is, you wake up and that day kind of goes with you. Like it starts that way and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And you're like, how fast can I go back to bed? I know you guys are feeling that. Well, what I've learned also in this program is that how you feel, how you act is completely up to you. You have control. You hear a song on the radio and it instantly makes you sad because it reminds you of an old love. You hear a song on the radio and it makes you dance in your seat. It gets you up. We have these mechanisms in our life that we can use for us or against us. A bunch of us, a bunch of you use it against. So you think of the past. Well, I had this happen and I had that happen and man, how am I going to come back from that? Right? You live there and it puts you in a state. And the reason this happens is because we live with a structure, our structure of reality, which means an external event happens. Your kids are naughty. They're not listening. Your dog crapped on the floor. Your husband said, I love you in a very passive aggressive way. Whatever it is, you get this external event. It goes into your brain and you process it. You process it through a series of actions, quickly, instantaneously, through time and space, with languages, memories, traits, decisions, attitudes, your values and your beliefs. today we're going to really talk about memories. But what you need to know about this is 20 years ago, when you got into a fight about, I don't even know, you remember this, but your mind will just generalize, delete, and distort all of these facts. What do I mean by that? That means you and your best friend are standing next to each other, experiencing the same exact event. You are going to remember it completely different than she does. Some things may have some things in common, but how you process that event will cause you, your thought will turn into a state or a feeling. It goes into your subconscious. That feeling kicks off your physiology. You might get sweaty or anxious or sad or start to cry. What feeds all of this is our past memories, and we have dormant memories. Dormant memories are things like if I ask you, do you remember your first kiss? That's not something you think about every day, but you could probably remember it. Or your first love, or the first time you rode a bike, or the first time when you got your driver's license. Who doesn't remember that day? That was like my freedom day. So we have these dormant memories that pull in when we get triggered. So you get up in the morning and your kids are naughty, your husband's, and what happens is all these old memories come up, reinforcing some very negative beliefs. You know the ones. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not capable. I'm not lovable. I'm insignificant. I'm not perfect. Can you hear them? Can you hear them all popping? I can't do that. It's too hard. If he wants me to feel bad by saying something derogatory, I should feel bad. My kids are naughty. I should be bitchy. Whatever it is. It starts here, it goes through the filter and comes out here into your action. What I want to tell you today, folks, you can change this. You don't have to live here. If you're forced to make a decision, go back to these memories. Don't go back to the bad ones. Go and find the good ones. Go and find the good ones. So when I talk about the field of information, I want you guys to know that you all have a field of we all have a field of information. Some of you may call it, if you don't know about the field, you might call it your personal space. Like, don't come in my personal space. It's like someone walking, you start to get they're in your field. You have your own personal field. You have your own family field of information. You have your own work field of information. We have our own magnetic mind field. We have different fields. We have a collective humanity field. Dogs can see the field. Did you ever have a dog see something that wasn't there and run away, deathly scared? They have that superpower of seeing what's in the field. We have to sometimes feel it a little harder. Did you ever be doing the dishes or reading a book or something, and you know someone walked into the room without seeing them? They might have walked through, and you know what I'm talking about. That is the field of information. This field of information also lives everywhere. Some people are more plugged in than others. I know Steve Jobs personally uses the field to fetch most of his inventions, most of his thoughts. He's reported this in his books. People will invent the same thing on opposite sides of the world. This is the field, that field of information. So when I talk about memories, I want you to think about that for a minute. Think about memories, all the good memories. Now, if you don't have a lot of good memories, I want you to borrow it from others. Maybe someone else's successes, maybe from the movies, a movie scene, a character in a movie. I don't want anyone here to think they can't access good memories. You've seen them on TV, you've seen them on the internet. If you don't have your own, borrow them. So what I want you to do now is I want you to think about when was your first kiss? Do you remember it? Close your eyes now. And I want you to think about the first time you went to an amusement park. Can you see it? Can you feel the fun, the messiness of the cotton candy and the smell of the exhaust from the rides? Do you remember that? Do you remember your first car? I remember mine. It was a 76 Cutlass Supreme. I could fit 12 of my closest friends in it. Can you remember that? Do you remember the first time you saw the ocean? Or a mountain, a real mountain? I'm talking about like the Rocky Mountains, like a mountain. Did you ever see a piece of, do you remember the first time you saw a piece of art that you just thought, wow, wow, that sense of wonder? Do you remember that? Well, with those memories, I want you to sit in them for a minute. And I want you to grow them. I want you to think of how good it felt to run on the playground or play a sport that you love, or lay in bed all day with your significant other just being silly. Those good, all the good times. Pull the good stuff. I want you to pull all the good stuff out. And so when you're sitting doing the dishes or folding the laundry, pull out the good stuff. Use those memories for good instead of evil. Pull out the good memories. Now, I know there are parts of you right now saying, yeah, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I want to ask you, do you know why? It's resistance. It's those your personalities, your part-time personalities. You know the ones, you know, your work personality, your. Who just said that? Did I just say that out loud? Those different personalities popping up saying, I really don't want to go there. Something bad might happen. Or I'm not worthy of feeling good. So what I want you guys to do now is I want you to feel those good memories. And while you're doing that, I want you to start thinking about what it is you're trying to create. What in your life is it that you're trying to create? Is it a life you love? Is it being the predominant creator? Is it being financially abundant? Is it having a romantic, supportive, synergistic relationship? What is it? What is it? Do you just want to be happy? What is it that you're trying to create? And I want you to write it down. Because pen to paper not only makes you remember it more often, it makes you feel it. Because you can pour those feelings out onto that paper. I really want to create a life I love. I want to live in a big beach house where my dogs and I can play on the beach and meditate on the beach. What is it? What is it? I want to make sure that my family never wants for anything. I want to be financially abundant. How does that feel? I want you guys to really feel it. What it is you're trying to create. I want you to feel that. I want you guys to know that the recode, the Superconscious Recode, is about experiencing less pain and way more satisfaction. Who doesn't want that? I want to ask you one more question before we go any further. And that is, why can't you, instead of using your past painful memories as weights, and use them for fuel to help create how you want to feel, how you're going to feel. Let's plant those good memories, those good feelings into this future field of abundance. This way we're not planting from scarcity of, I don't have enough, I can't do enough. We're not problem solving, we're creating. And that's more fun. Problem solving is for bankers and referees. I don't know. We are creators. Let's create something. What is it that you want to create? Now, you need to know that when I do the Superconscious Recode, it's not a trance, it's not a trick, it's not a hypnotism. You just relax, close your eyes, notice what you notice. Don't expect anything, just notice what you notice. Let your thoughts be their thoughts. And I will simply guide and instruct your superconscious to do the work of removing the resistance. What that looks like is like a river of desire. If you can imagine your river of desire on a beautiful mountaintop, this beautiful roaring river, beautiful crystal clear, and at the bottom of it is everything you could ever want. Everything you want, your relationship, your money, your houses, your whatever it is you want to create, just your perfect life is down there. Everything is down there. But you notice that there are some boulders in the river that is kind of stopping up the flow. What I'm asking the superconscious to do is simply remove those boulders gently, respectfully, out of the way so that you can take your next obvious action with ease and comfort. And like I say, less pain, more satisfaction. It's safe. You're in control the whole time. Nothing to be afraid of. Just chilling. Just me talking to you. I'll be talking to your superconscious, and you just relax and have a good time. How does that sound? So what I want you to do now is think about what it is you're trying to create. You should already have it written down. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to go there now. Go there and feel all the things you're going to manifest. So if it's a home, if it's a relationship, whatever it is, I want you to feel what it feels like to be there, to actually be there. What are you wearing? Where are you standing? Who's there with you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are the feelings? Is it content? Is it gratitude? Is it love? Turn those feelings up, really feel it, and put a smile on your face. Feel it, it's good. You want it and you love it, and you want it just because you love it for no other reason. And just really feel it. And then I want you to come back to now and open your eyes. And I want you to give me a number from 1 to 10, just realizing, noticing where you are now. You might be stuck. You might be oscillating. Sometimes you're getting there, sometimes not. You might be flowing. You might be right on the button. You're on your way there already. But there's a number between 1 and 10 that will tell you just, you're not sure, like a 10, no way, I can't get there. 0 being, I'm already there and I'm doing it and I keep doing it and I just want more of it. And so give me a number in the chat, what your resistance to having everything you want is. Cool, thank you. Get a 7 and a 6. Give it to me. An 8, a 5, a 6. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Now we're going to take a moment. I asked you earlier to get a pen and a paper. We're going to take a moment and we're going to draw what looks like a tic-tac-toe board on that piece of paper. Okay. And just draw that tic-tac board and make the boxes big enough that you can write something in it. Now in the center, what we're going to do is I want you guys to close your eyes. There's a negative belief popping up with these resistance numbers. And you heard it right before you wrote down the number, right before you gave me the number. I can't do it. Too hard. What is that negative belief? And I want you to grow yourself younger to when that belief really first got a hold of you. Grow yourself younger, all the way back to an age where you didn't believe those things. I want you to write that age in that box, and I want you to write the negative belief in that box. What is it? Okay. Open your eyes and write it down. What is the negative belief and the age you were when it first got a hold of you? Now, at the top left, in the first box there where you normally put an X, I want you to imagine now, someone in your life who's qualified to see your genius, who knows you can have everything you want, who knows you're capable, who knows you're lovable, who is that person? I want you to write down that person in that box. And I want you to close your eyes and I want you to feel they're cheering you on. They know you've got this. They know that you're brilliant. You are in your brilliance. You are in your genius and you are capable. And I want you to send that feeling to that age of that child in the center. Send that feeling to him or her. Send that feeling back. That's right. And Superconscious, I'd just like you to pay attention here and take note, and please tag all the resistance popping up for the recode coming up. Now in the next box, the top middle box, I want you to imagine a fictional character. Maybe it's a superhero, maybe it's a cartoon character, a fictional character. Maybe it's a character in a book, a rock star or a movie star, a fictional character who you'd like to inherit or adopt some of their superpowers or some of their brilliance or valiance or whatever it is about them you really admire. And I want you to send that information to that child, to that age of the child, of you, when you were little teeny beany, right before you were gonna start taking on this belief. Awesome. Now just take a deep breath and we're going to move over to the third top spot there. And I want you to think about an ancestor. This is probably an ancestor you've never met. Could be on your mother's side, could be on your father's side. Could be from a family you've never met, but an ancestor who knows, who wants the best for the family, who knows what they're capable of, who wants the best for the family, who wants all that good stuff for the family. And I want you to send that information, that feeling to the child in the center box. Filling up with that family appreciation and love and encouragement. That's right. And Superconscious, please tag that. And now I want you guys to move over to the box on the left. On the piece of paper, it's on the left. I want you to think of a wise counselor. A wise counselor, someone with the wisdom that you could really use. Known or unknown, we're going to pull it out of the field.
Kym, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Move over to the box on the
right. There you are.
Right of center. Right of center.
Kym, forgive me, but you bleeped out on the left center left box.
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know, Arlene. So the box on the middle left, it would be box number 4 if you were numbering them. It's a wise counselor. A wise counselor that you could gain wisdom from. We can pull that wisdom from the field of information, the collective field, and send that to the child at the age that you were before, right before you took on this belief. Wise counselor. And then we're going to go over to the far right middle box. It's box number 5, I guess. And that would be a role model. A role model. So someone who's been your role model your whole life, someone, maybe could be someone new that you're looking up to or admiring. Someone who you'd like to really gain their attributes and appreciate their advice. And I want you to collect all of that and send it to the child in the center at that age you were before you took on that belief. And Superconscious, please tag and treat that. Just tag it all, and we're going to bring it forward for the recode. Now go to the bottom row and on the left-hand side for box number 6, you're going to think, now just imagine and really pull it out, a person or animal you absolutely adore. Doesn't matter why. Who do you or what animal do you just adore? For me, it's a tiger. It's a majestic, powerful, peaceful, beautiful, just whatever it is. Send the strengths and the attributes, that total self-love, to the child in the center. Yeah. The child stands up a little higher, a little prouder, right? Right before we took on those negative beliefs. Now the bottom middle box is going to be a little bit different. The bottom middle box is going to be the future you just before you get to the goal line, just before you actually achieve it. Just when you're at the end of the moment, like you're just about there, and I want you to send that information, that those values, the drive, the inspiration, send that all back to the child at the age just before we adopted that negative belief. take an extra minute to really feel it just before you're just about to sign the lease, you're just about to check your bank account, whatever it is, you're just about to say, I do. Send it back to the child. And Superconscious, please tag that. Now the last box, I want you all to take a deep breath. And I want you to go all the way to the end of your life, just before you're gonna go leave this planet. And I want you to look back with gratification, total gratification and satisfaction. You played full out. You did it all. You're leaving a legacy. Go there. Collect all that wisdom and inspiration and gratification and send that to the child at the age in the center to just before. I know that's a tough one, but you can do it. We're still here. We're still breathing. Send it back. Now you can all put your pen down and just take a deep breath. And I want you to sit back and get comfortable in your chair or wherever you are. And we're going to do the recode now. So remember, this is not a trance. It's not a trick. It's just simply me instructing your superconscious to remove that resistance. So please go ahead and close your eyes now. And if you could, please give me permission. Just in your mind, just give me, Kym Cassel, permission to instruct your superconscious. Superconscious, are you there? Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Superconscious, this has been a big job, a big recode, I know, but you've tagged all of those boxes, all of those characters. You've noticed all of the resistance that the personality types, the yes, definitions. Please tag and treat anything else that has popped up, woke up, rolled over, opened its eyes to. Do a massive change history and all that is necessary in the perfect way, in the perfect order. And just everyone breathe, expect nothing, and notice everything. And when you're breathing, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, down through your diaphragm to relax and just allow. And Superconscious, please check priorities, especially definitions and broken contracts. Please do a massive change history and all that's necessary in the perfect way, in the perfect order, with love and respect, gently. But yes, but with strength and courage, yes. Please do a full integration of all of these characteristics we've adopted from these characters, a full integration into the personality, the main personality, because we know that a mono personality works better than multiple. Please integrate all that and ground it in deep, deep, deep into the universe, yes, into the matrix universe. Keep breathing, everyone. Deep breath. Superconscious, do you need help? No. Fabulous. Are you done? No. Superconscious, while you're finishing up, I'd like you to create a cosmic tapestry. For everyone here, if you've been in one of my recodes before, you already have one, please embroider with the golden thread of life, the golden thread that binds us all. Please embroider these new attributes, these new ways of being, these new values, this everything they're creating into their cosmic tapestry, and ground all of this into the matrix of the universe beautifully, deep, 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 like the tree of life, and windy and tangly, well grounded, like the roots of a mangrove. Yes. Deep breath. Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths, one for our mind, one for our body, one for our spirit, the strength of a lion. That is what I'm getting in my field. I'm loving this. I want to check in with everyone. Please pop back in, open your eyes, come back to me as you can, and just fill me in, update me on your resistance numbers now, if any. Woo, awesome, Susan. Take your time. I understand that was a big recode, so take your time. A 1, a 5. Joss is still a 5. Okay. 0. Thank you. 2, a 4. Okay, Jeff, I know you missed some of the beginning of this, so that's okay. I'm gonna go back into the superconscious if you all don't mind, if you have time, and Sharon's still a 6. Okay. So if you're at a 0, please just keep relaxing and holding space. And if you don't mind, I'm going to just go back into the superconscious. And Sara, if you'd like to join me in the field, I know that your perspective sometimes is a bit different than mine. If you'd like to, I'd love if you would tag team with me here so we can get the job done.
Lovely.
So those who still have some resistance, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Superconscious, are you there? Superconscious, could you please take note? I believe there's some part-time personalities that have just woken up. They need some explanation. This treatment is solely about less pain and more satisfaction. We'd love for you to join the treatment team. Are you willing? Yes. Thank you. Please do a massive change history and all that is necessary in the perfect way, in the perfect order. Sara, there's something I can't see.
The child's having trouble understanding the wisdom, understanding the messages coming from these characters. So Superconscious, could you please bring in a translator and please make that clear? What information is being sent? And can you do all that is necessary to make that okay? Can you please bring in the energy of everything's okay for that child and do a massive change history and everything? Thank you.
I've got, the answer is that some of you, that Gestalt age, or that age where this belief was first embedded, was before you were born. We're going to simply have your superconscious go back to that time, whether it be a past timeline or a past life. Superconscious, please go back to that particular time, that particular event where this belief was planted, and do a negative belief flip. Please just go right before that. Just decide a different decision, a different belief. Like, yes, you are capable. This wasn't even about, yes, those. Please do a massive change history and all that is necessary there, as well as the negative belief flip, so that we can really, yeah. Thank you. Good job, Superconscious.
Superconscious, some of this is very disorienting because what does that mean? What does that mean? Is there's uncertainty. There's a lot of it's very cloudy. It's very foggy. It's very misty. So Superconscious, can you please just lift everybody up over the mist, up, 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 and please provide a perceptual shift and expand the understanding. This means that you get to choose again.
Yep.
Superconscious, please apply all of that and do a massive change history. Thank you.
Superconscious, you also need to know that some of those boulders are not only negative beliefs, but they're bound with some good beliefs. Please extract the good beliefs from those boulders and plant them as greenery and shrubbery of abundance next to the river of desire, please. Yeah.
Superconscious, can you grab all timelines, all quantum timelines, all possible timelines across all time and space, and light up all of the good feelings so we can find them, please? In the past, in the future, tandem, quantum, shadow, all of it.
Yes.
Please illuminate all of the desired, helpful feelings, all of the feelings that we need access to. Could you tag them all, highlight them, and map them out for easy reference? Just keep record of all of that and do a massive change history, keeping those memories lit up. Thank you.
Superconscious, please ground this new information, this new way of being. Please ground all of this into the matrix of the universe. Thank you. And everyone, just take a deep breath and again, just notice. Don't expect anything, just relax and breathe. Let this process, let this bind. Less pain, way more satisfaction. That's right.
Superconscious, can you do the sentence procedure? I am safe. It is safe to choose. Please install that and reinforce it with all of those memories that support that knowing. Please remove all resistance to that sentence and do a massive change history. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Superconscious, thank you for all your hard work. Again, round all of this into the matrix of the universe. Please send all of these good, wholesome, fun, loving, gracious feelings into our hearts so we can really feel it, so we can feel it physically. That's right. Feed it to us. There you go. And when you're ready, you can come back to the room. Come back to me. And let's get some more feedback. When you can, what is your resistance number now?
Kym,
Yes, Arlene.
8-0.
Fabulous. Oh, so good. How are you feeling though? How are you feeling?
There's all this excitement stirring in my stomach, and it's just building up and just overcoming my whole body. This just
Oh, I
sense of
love it. Yes.
great excitement.
Let it flow. Let it go. Yes, let it flow. Feedback from anyone else is more than welcome at this point.
Kym,
There's some
thank
lovely
you.
numbers in the chat, Kym.
I've got to go. Thank you so very much. This was fantastic.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Arlene. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Oh, I got a bunch more zeros. Nikki, 5-1. Sharon, you're down to 3.
Ooh, yay.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad everyone's feeling a bit better. Now, you can expect that if you're still having a little bit of resistance, give it a good day or two to allow some processing time. This was a pretty big recode. So, you might get some feelings of happiness and love or whatever it is. Let it flow, let it process, drink lots of water, be good to yourself. I want to, before I invite any more feedback, I want to give you a little bit of homework. What I want you guys to do this week, just humor me. When you're folding your laundry, when you're driving to the grocery store, when you're doing the dishes, when you're walking the dog, think about all the good memories that make you feel good and feel loved, and bring up all the good stuff, and put a smile on your face and realize how good of a life you've really had, how lucky you really are. I want you to do that for me this week. And so anyone else, does anyone else have any feedback? How you're feeling, how you're doing, what you might do when you might do this little meditation I'm giving you? Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Kym. It was really nice.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it, Ligita.
Yes, I did. That was just so calming, and I almost fell asleep.
Oh, well, that's a first for me. So thank you.
That's really great.
Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Okay. Well, on that note, I think we're just over time, so we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so very much. Please enjoy. If you need anything from me or need to follow up or have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And until next time. Mwah.
Thank you.